If you have hired and you have working in your firm qualified people that you have vetted and you have brought them on and they've got the qualifications, and for the most part, they've been doing the work effectively, right? If when this kind of the honeymoon is over, for what you're describing, and the reality rubber meets the road, if you will, and things don't go as well as you had hoped for that season, that your profits or your clients, whatever service and all. Once again, if the people that you've got in your firm are qualified, don't make it about the people, make it about the thing. And go back to that again. Check your systems. What is happening in the process that is causing the glitch? Because this client I referred to earlier, that was one of the things that started to happen. They were blaming, well, the Indian team, and the other person, no, it's not the Indian team. It's you, or it's here, and this happened, they had this cohesive idea of working together, but it was really funny. In this case, it was the US side that was really at odds with each other. But the point is, it's a system thing. If everybody has been, and this is all very important, people need clarity to understand their job. If they've been trained well and they've been coached well, they have a mentor. Do the people, on these in these offshore teams have the same mentoring as those in the States do? Do the people in the States have enough mentoring? That's a whole human resource question, right? But if the training has been solid and the mentoring is solid, and people they have somebody they can go and ask a question and not feel like they're going to, be marked badly because of, having to ask. And you've got good people in the firm. I mean, well-qualified people. Look to the systems. Now, if you check the systems and, maybe there is a person in your team on wherever they're located. I always like, as a mediator, I like to say on either side, right? Wherever they're located, that isn't pulling their weight or struggling in some way, then being able to approach them and find out what kind of support do you need, and weighing that up. Is it, is the time and effort, have we put in what we needed for this person? If they're still not making the mark, then having that conversation, and feel free to call me on how to have that conversation if you want to, on having to let them go. And I'm talking about anybody in a firm, not just where they're located, right? But the more you can make it about the situation, like, how do we fix this problem, not who's at fault. That's like the gold nugget from that, right? How do we fix this problem, not who is the problem?